Recent reports reveal that Toyota sales in the United States have taken a hit due to a miscalculation in their battery component orders and the production of hybrid and electric vehicles. Despite being a leader in the industry, the company's mistake has resulted in a significant setback for its growth in the market. And these results serve as a reminder of the importance of careful planning and attention to detail in the highly competitive automotive industry. So join me as I take a look at Toyota's recent sales figures and what the future will be like for the company. Toyota's recent statements about electric cars have been met with skepticism and criticism. You see, the company has suggested that most consumers are not interested in buying electric cars. However, data from countries such as Germany, UK, Norway, and China show otherwise. In December 2022, 55% of cars sold in Germany were fully electric, 40% in the UK, and 87% in Norway. And in China, 30% of people bought electric vehicles in December. These statistics paint a different picture than what Toyota claims, and it begs whether the company truly understands consumer preferences. It's also a stark contrast to the hundreds of thousands of people in the United States who are eager to buy even hybrids from China. The fact that Toyota is now saying they didn't realize people would want these cars reflects their lack of foresight and inability to accurately gauge the market. It's also a reminder that even the biggest companies can make mistakes and fail to anticipate consumer demand. Toyota North America, which includes both Toyota and Lexus, reported strong sales figures for the fourth quarter of 2022. A total of 536,000 vehicles were sold in the US, a 13% increase from the previous year. However, a closer look at the numbers reveals a different story. Despite the impressive quarter, the company's overall sales for 2022 were 14% lower compared to 2021. It was a challenging year for Toyota as they found themselves in the headlines for the wrong reasons despite having 20 electrified vehicles on the market, including hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and fully electric cars. Interestingly, the company reported a decrease in sales for all of these types of vehicles, making it one of the only brands in the world to have experienced such a trend in 2022. It raises questions about the company's ability to keep pace with changing consumer preferences and market trends. Despite Toyota's extensive lineup of electric vehicles, including hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and fuel cell vehicles, sales for these vehicles were down by a staggering 10%. Even the luxury brand Lexus, which is known for its lack of strong electric vehicle offerings, saw a 20% decrease in sales. The sales of plug-in electric cars also saw a weak growth rate, increasing by only 1.5% year-over-year to 10,500. And this is considered a small number considering how quickly the segment is expanding. Now, before we continue, I'd like to thank you for getting this far. And if you want to know the rest, then make sure to watch this next part. Now, the problem for Toyota extends beyond just one quarter, as the company's sales for the entire year were weak. Sales of all types of hybrid and electric vehicles were down in 2022 compared to 2021, with a total of 35,000 vehicles sold, a 33% decrease year-over-year. This accounted for a mere 1.7% of the company's total volume, a concerningly low number. In North America, Toyota's total care sales for 2022 were 1.85 million, a 9% decrease, and Lexus saw a 16% decrease with 258,000 sales. In addition, the overall sales for Toyota and Lexus were down 10% for a total of 2.1 million, with electric vehicles and hybrids making up 15% of the total. Toyota's root problem is its lack of commitment to producing and stocking electric vehicles. And despite the CEO's statements that the company can offer the market what it wants, like a big department store, the reality is that they are failing to meet consumer demand for electric cars. Plug-in electric car sales are not only down, but the rate of decline is alarmingly high. This is causing disappointment among consumers who cannot find the electric vehicle models they want from Toyota. Furthermore, Toyota's plug-in electric cars in America were down 40%, with only 31,644 sales. Meanwhile, Lexus fares better, with a fair increase in sales of 3,500 units. But for the entire year, between Toyota and Lexus, sales of plug-in electric cars were down 33%, with a total of 35,000 units. Despite this, Toyota is optimistic that its results will improve as they plan to release more electric models. Now, the year 2022 was a disaster for Toyota, plagued with a series of unfortunate events. Despite claiming there was no demand for electric vehicles, Toyota released an EV model only to have it recalled due to wheels falling off. The company even attempted to repurchase the cars from customers, and it took them 6 months to resolve the issue. It's hard to understand how this did not receive more media attention, especially compared to the reaction that would have ensued if a similar issue had occurred with a Tesla model. The top-selling plug-in Toyota in Q4 of 2022 was the Toyota RAV4 Prime plug-in hybrid, despite experiencing a 43% decrease in sales compared to 2021. The company's struggles with electric vehicles combined with a recall further highlight its challenges in the shifting market. And Toyota's electric car sales in the United States for 2022 were a disappointing 1,988 units. The Prius Prime sold 4,388 units. The RAV4 Prime sold 4,445 units, and the Lexus NX 450h sold 725 units. The total number of fully electric cars sold for the year was 988 units, which is difficult to reconcile with the company's market position. Even Toyota's hydrogen-powered Mirai sales were unimpressive, with only 657 units sold. This is a concerning trend, particularly considering the launch of Toyota's all-electric BZ4X and the ramp-up of the Lexus NX 450h plug-in hybrid. And despite these efforts, Toyota had a challenging year due in part of the lack of battery components and batteries. This has been a major obstacle for the company in its attempts to produce more electric vehicles in the United States in 2022. Toyota's struggles in the electric vehicle market have led to a decline in their car sales in the United States, causing them to lose the title of top car seller to General Motors. While GM's EV sales were not impressive either, they were just slightly better than Toyota's, which was enough for them to secure the title. With General Motors and Ford ramping up EV production faster than Toyota, the company's future in the market looks uncertain. There is little chance for Toyota to regain the sales crown in the US, and they may continue to lose market share in the United States and China in the coming years. The company may even have to seek bailouts in the future, and it's not impossible to imagine a scenario where they are bought out by a Chinese conglomerate like Geely. The future is uncertain for Toyota, and they need to take swift action to adapt to the rapidly changing market and consumer preferences. So, what do you think of Toyota and its approach to the electrification of its fleet? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments section below. And while you're at it, make sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons as well. Now, if you want to know more about Toyota's struggles in the industry, then make sure to click and watch this video right here and enjoy. And that's the end of this video, guys. See you next time.